Hello everybody, this is Commander Strain and welcome back to Armoured Warfare. Today I have a really nice game to show you, sent to me by Flying Dutchman from the Catis Battalion. He's playing the fantastic FE 101 Scorpion 90 light tank. Now the Scorpion 90 was one of the 26 new vehicles added to Armoured Warfare in the 0.19 update, and it's fast becoming one of my favourite vehicles in the game at the moment. It's a light tank that, due to its excellent mobility and speed both forward and reverse, that can almost get you out of trouble faster than get you into trouble. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. Let's take a look. So here we are on the Pipelines map. It's a tier 4 game. So Flying Dutchman is top tier in his Scorpion 90, although there are a few enemy vehicles on the enemy team that can cause him a little bit of problems. Now this replay does start off very, very slowly. There's not a lot of action in the first minute or so, but it definitely hots up towards the end, and I know you guys are going to enjoy it. So let's take a look at Flying. He moves into the middle, trying to get into a decent position where he can do some spotting. He's got some backup. He's got an M113 ACAV. There's a BMD1 there. And on his left, on the other side of the river, there's an XM800T Law. So there's plenty of support here. A lot of his team, though, are pushing up towards the refiner on the right. Just aims over there, nothing over there. And he pops into the middle again, just to see, again, if he can get some really early spots. Now, the enemy team are pushing up. Tank destroyer and an AFE there, and you can see Flying reversing out very, very quickly, not bothering to stop and turn around, but definitely using the reverse speed of the Scorpion 90 very, very effectively, relocating, and here he goes again, moving away from the middle. Doesn't feel he can actually do any real work there, so he's going to push across to the right side. Some early spots have been made. The centre seems fairly secure at the moment. As long as the enemy team don't rush the centre, definitely all secure. So Flying Dutchman just moves up onto this right side. A lot of MBTs on the enemy team are pushing up through this way, through the refinery. He just pokes along here. He's going to look now down this road, see if he can get some shots in. There's a few enemy MBTs there. First shot, lovely 502 AP round into the T62. Now he's aiming, waiting for the reload, waiting for that M60 A1 there. Wasn't able to get the shots. You can now see an M60 there. He's aiming, reloaded now. Holds a second. Gets a designate target. Then he fires and only does a tracking shot. He possibly could have done some damage if he'd fired a little bit earlier, but he wanted to get the designate target off. And this is something, again, that's changed in 0.19. A lot of the light tanks now have the designate target ability. It gives the ability to help your team do additional damage. Pushes up there, he gets spotted, he fires, no pain, pops his smoke and immediately reverses back. And again, it shows the reverse mobility on the Scorpion 90 effectively there. Now the team are still 15 versus 15. He fires again at the side of a Chieftain Mark II, and again, no penetration. Now we're a couple of minutes into the game now, and both teams still have all team members fully intact. So now Flying just pops back down to this position, just to see if anything else comes along this way. No, there's a T-72 Ural friendly, pushing up now to the refinery. So Flying now needs to head back up to the top to see if he can get some shots across. There's a lot of enemy vehicles here. Just aims at the commander's cupola and just a module hit there on the commander's sight. So he's now switching around ammo. So I think he loaded a saber round back in the end, and he mainly used saber rounds in this game. Now for me personally, I tend to use a lot of Hesh ammunition. I find it very, very effective. But Dutchman does use various different rounds throughout the game, and I think it does make it worthwhile. It's definitely something I'm going to need to try when I play the Scorpion 90 and try and vary what ammo I'm using. Okay, so now he's pushing up to the middle. You see a lot of the enemy MBTs are in the centre area. You can see there's an M113 ACAV over there on the hill, and he pushes up thinking he's fairly safe. Now, looking at where the enemy team are pushing in the refinery, he turns here, he sees an OF-40, he gets a shot here, takes a return fire, and then the ACAV hits him, and he's lost a huge amount of damage. He's lost 1,013 damage. So that shot on the OF-40 for 348 damage was a pretty bad trade. But now he uses the mobility again to get out of dodge. Getting away, keeping his gun pointing at the MBTs that are in the refinery area. Again, what Dutchman is doing is he's constantly looking at relocating. Trying different positions where he can try and get shots on. He loads a heat round now, pops back onto the hill. It's fairly safe over here, and he gets a chance now just to aim down the road into the refinery from the middle. Just aims there. There's the I-40. Lovely 425 damage shots onto the front of the 040. He takes a return shot from the 040 of 532. He's on 200 hit points. 10 minutes into the 10 minutes to go in the game, and he's down to 200 HP. So how you know it's definitely going to be an exciting game. His team are 3 tanks down. It's 9-12. So things aren't going really well. They've sewn up the refinery area quite nicely. Dutchman just aiming there. Lovely, nice shot onto the, I think it was the XM800T, and that is his first kill there. 362 damage. So now 8-10. Nice pullback. Dutchman's done 2,123 damage, and he's got his first kill. His team are still 2 tanks down. The refinery is still well contested, but the enemy team definitely have the advantage over there. He's now aiming. He sees an M60, and there's a Dragoon 90. Lovely, 456 shots on the Dragoon 90. And immediately pulls back behind the bush. Pokes up again to see if he can get some more shots in. Just trying to get over that, using the gun depression as best he can. There's no F40 over there that did him the damage earlier. Switches rounds. He's now aiming at the 040. Just aiming, green up, but too high an angle. The penetrator shattered and the round didn't hit. So he pops some smoke again. He's going to poke up again just once more here, I think. Sees a tank there, just backing up, fires. It hits the sign. And there's a Chieftain 2 up there. There's the 040. He's now considering what target to go for. Fires, no pen there. Possibly if he'd waited, he may have been able to take out that Dragoon 90 that came into view there. But now he's relocating. His team is still 2 tanks down. He's still on 2,579 damage done, and he's still got 1 kill. But there's definitely a turkey shoot available here. Lovely shot there. 80 points of damage. Takes out the Dragoon 90 for kill number 2. And again, using smoke very effectively, changing positions, changing the angle on this hill. Team are still 2 tanks down. What can Flying Dutchman do to actually turn this around? Again, using the rocks. Again, another change of location. Aiming across there, just trying to find that hit. T62 there, lovely, 358 damage into the T62. Leaves him on very, very low hit points. Leaves him on 73 hit points. Hopefully one of his teammates can finish him off as Dutchman now searches for other targets. 7-7, so the team have pulled it back. Aiming, oh, nice shot there, but just missed. And the M60 gets taken out by Stinky, the M60 friendly A1. So Dutchman now pushed up. This is a team take the lead for the very, very first time in this game. Still 7 minutes to go, and the team are leading 7-6. Pokes up, lovely shot into the commander's cupola, 363 damage. Dutchman's now on 3,380. Pop smoke, and again he moves out, relocates. You can see friendly MBTs. There's a T72, there's an IS-7, there's an M60A1, all on the right hill area. It's a Leopard 1 in the middle on the F3 area, and it looks like there's an enemy Chieftain 2 that was last spotted in B2. I'm not sure where he is right now. I'm not sure what the Leopard 1 is doing there. Kind of backing up. Oh, nice. Lovely shot there into the T62. And Dutchman gets kill number 3. So he's racking up some kills, he's racking up some damage, and his team are leading 6-4. But there's an enemy IS-7 still in the refinery area. Leopard 1 on the friendly team is over on the 0 line. Dutchman knows how damaged he is. We don't know where the Chieftain Mark II is. I think Dutchman decides to head across the river to try and back up the Leopard 1. The Leopard 1 isn't on a great deal of health. We don't know where that enemy Chieftain Mark II is, but Dutchman is also looking to the right, seeing if he getting his shots off as he's moving over to back up the Leopard 1. Pops over here, another Leopard 1 gets taken out. His team's still leading 5-4, but Dutchman is now alone over there. And how much health is that Chieftain Mark II on? So he continues to push up. He gets into this bush here, just using the rocks as well as a little bit of cover. He's looking across for the Chieftain. He's also seeing what's going on the other side of the map. Just waits here. Is the Chieftain going to pop into vision? No, not straight away. So we're looking around now at this side of the map, just trying to see if we can use the camera to see if we can see anything, but alas, nothing. So I think Dutchman is now thinking, time maybe to go over. There's an IS-7 over there. One of his teammates is pushing the middle button, and Dutchman decides, I think then it's time to get back over. The Chieftain Mark II possibly is... There he is. He's been spotted. He's on low health. Dutchman has just stopped. He just aims. The rocks are causing terrible on the camera at the moment. Just waiting. Just readjusts his position. And there he gets respotted again. He's behind cover, but Dutchman is working on a shot. There he's got his side. Aiming in, and lovely. Kill number 4. Nice, 207 damage on the Chieftain Mark II. But the enemy team comes back. It's now 3-3. Lovely fire across there. 351 on the ACAV. Excellent work. And Dutchman's team are back in the lead again. 3-2. But this is totally on the edge of your seats, guys. It is a really good game. So let's see if they can get something out of this. Dutchman tells his team he's going around. Again, using the mobility of the Scorpion 90 to try and get into different positions, try and attack enemy vehicles from different locations. Pushing across the water, as you can see, Dutchman's got the Dutch flag on his Scorpion 90. Again, something else that came into 0.19 is some of the flags that have been missing for a long time. I know Dutchman was extremely happy to get that Dutch flag in there. Anyway, back to the game. He's pushing up into the middle. Coming from the other side, though, you can see where the T-72 is there. It's 2-2. So the T-72 over there is on really low health. Dutchman's on 200. I think about 450, 500 health between the two tanks. And there's the enemy IS-7. Now, where is the T-62? He was last spotted on the C9 area. But that was some time ago. He could be pretty much anywhere. Probably is in the refinery. And there's the I-7. So the I-7 is on 1,268 hit points. Dutchman gets a shot across, damages his gun. Team are calling for cap. Dutchman says, no way, no way. And it's 1 versus 2. So here we are, guys. Sometimes you're going to see a carry because it's very hard to carry in this game, especially when Dutchman's on 200 hit points. The IS-7 is on over 1,260 hit points, and we have no idea how much health the T-62 has. So Dutchman is now pushing back across this side of the map, across the A line, up to the back of the refinery, and there the enemy team start capping. Now, looking at where the IS-7 was last spotted when he took out the previous remaining member of Dutchman's team, it's probably going to be the IS-7 that's in the refinery. We have no idea where the T-62 is. So he gets spotted. Yes, the T-62 is still in the refinery. So he's now pushing up on this area. He's got some rock cover here. He now needs to respot the T-62. There he is. He's on the corner there. Aims, fires. Oh, penetrator shattered. He pops some smoke straight away. T-62 looked like he was backing up. T-62 definitely smelling blood because Dutchman is only on 200 hit points. So he gets back into the bush using the rock, trying to respot the T-62. T-62, he's aiming just for there. There's T-62. Dutchman fires 168 points of damage, and he gets kill number 5 and takes out the T-62. Now the IS-7 is capping. There's 2 minutes and 21 seconds on the game clock, 2 minutes 14 on the cap clock. So it just needs one interrupt without dying, and Dutchman can probably get this game into a draw. Let's see what Dutchman does next. He pushes back across the map, not going directly for his base to defend it, using again the great mobility, excellent gun handling, and definitely good speeds that you're going to get on this. And he's going to try and interrupt the cap from the other side of the map. Straight across the water. He's got plenty of time to get over there. As you can see, his team saying you just need to reset it once. They'll take a draw. But a draw, well, it's not a win, so it's almost a defeat. So let's see how Dutchman handles this. So he's pushing across now, trying not to do any damage to himself, trying not to get a track as he goes jumping over and gets some air on some of these sand dunes. Just over 1:20 to go. And there he is. Pushing. Where is the IS-7? And also, where is the IS-7 going to be facing his gun? Now, the IS-7, based on where the cap circle is that he's attacking, there are several ways that an enemy vehicle can actually go in to aggressively attack that. There's some good rock cover over there for the IS-7. Dutchman just pokes up, hasn't seen it. He pokes up again. Nothing there. So you have to creep closer to the water, which indicates the IS-7 is right by that rock over there. He's going a bit slower now, being a bit more methodical, and there's the IS-7. Not sure he's been spotted. IS-7's there, aiming up, waiting for the shots. Designates target for maximum damage you can get on it. Just reverses back for a green, and 421. He's interrupted the cap. Unless he dies, he's pretty much got the draw. IS-7 moves behind the cat, and he's moving up. Dutchman still waits. Designated fires, no pen, and the IS-7's coming charging at him. Dutchman does something I probably wouldn't do here. He tries to stay there, tries to get one more shot, and the IS-7's now in the water. It's down. Play hooky round the rock. IS-7 fires. Dutchman fires again, misses. IS-7 is turning. He's out turning the IS-7, and suddenly, is he going to get it? Is he going to get it? And the IS-7 drowns. What an interesting end to the game. Fantastic work, Dutchman. Thank you very much for that. I hope you guys enjoyed that as well. So let's take a look at the post-game results. Flying Dutchman did 4,600 damage. He got 5 kills, 3 assists, 11 spots, 84 base defense points. Got the following medals: the Master Gunner, the Sentinel, the Ace Tanker, the Gold Medal, and the Recon Award, as well as a Gold Crate. He also earned himself 2,262 base reputation. An absolutely fantastic, fun game to watch. Thank you very much for sending it to me. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you've not done so already, don't forget to subscribe. Also, take a look at the links below and give me a follow on Twitch and Beam, and you can also check out my Patreon page. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.